Okay, so once again, to find your garrison, you go into Europe, you expand that, then you find your garrison, you expand that, and then you expand programs, and you're gonna find the SLO program without parentheses, and then you're gonna click on that, and then you're gonna go visit, and this is all the work Ruth did, and all of these. I'm still in the customer view because we're not in edit mode, and you'll know because this is not highlighted. And that's how you can like preview what it's gonna really look like, and just click on all of these. And these are called accordions. That's what we're calling these, and they'll just contract all the information that's inside of them or beneath them. Now, let's go into edit mode by clicking edit and then edit this page. And there we're going to see all the expanded view of all the items inside the page. And all of these are called blocks. There's different kinds of blocks, and think of it like the building blocks of your site. And these particular ones that contract are called accordions again. And then that's all they have. If we click on any block, we can go into a little menu, and it'll show us all the options for that block. If we click on edit, then it'll open whatever that block's contents are. And then for an accordion, all we have is just a field with the title of that accordion. You're going to see there's two kinds of blocks, or two main kinds of blocks besides the accordions. They're the red ones and the black ones. The black ones you can't edit because they're region access. So basically, I've only given access to Ruth to these, and these will update everywhere. So wherever she can control these and just edit once, and everywhere it's going to update. So these black ones are basically not local, and this is how we're going to call them. The red ones are going to be local blocks, and these are going to be the ones that you'll be editing. She's already set up some indications here for you to actually fill them in. So you're going to put in your office location, telephone, and so on. And she's basically set it up all for you to know where to replace the information. And then we're just going to go like all the way down and follow wherever we need to fill in those red blocks. So all the black ones you might basically just going to ignore because you won't even be able to click into them. So all right, so once again, these are accordions, and whatever's beneath them is just going to contract beneath them. So all the way until the next accordion starts, all of this stuff up above it is just going to go inside it, okay? All right, so let's say we want to edit this guy right here. I'm just going to click edit. And when you see that code, for example, if it's taking long, just give it a second till it loads this module. And once this module is loaded, then you can start editing. Shouldn't take long, but sometimes if the internet's slow, it can take a little long. So basically, this is just like a very simple text editor, and then you can come in here and actually erase anything, put in your own office name, and so on. Office location, you can say, you can just directly delete that and type in your office location. So, I guess
you can also copy and paste it in. I know we had problems initially, Eric, with that on Explorer, but that resolved itself, and it works on Explorer as well now.
Oh, okay, that's great to know. Yeah, so we can copy from Word or from any other text.
But you have to do like the Control V or something. It'll prompt you.
Yeah, correct. And there's also these other pasting tools. This is a regular paste. There's paste from Word. Just in case you get any funky kind of styling or strange things on the text, just use this and basically copy some text. I'm just going to copy some text here, and then you paste it into this box, and then you go insert, and it will remove any styling it had. So I'm just going to cancel that to not save it, and then basically just carry on and fill in all the blanks. I would remove. How are we going to do this, Ruth? We want to remove all of these actual things here, right? What we do want to say if it's a DSN.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
I mean, on some of the boxes, they may want to leave stuff in it and just add. I mean, it's up to them. That's their box, but that's kind of the information we need. But like, for example, under email, they might want to leave the word email and put the email next to it.
Correct. Okay. Yeah, let's do it like that. So let's go like, maybe you don't have to say telephone, but you can do like DSN, and then just make sure you follow. This is important. Just make sure you follow our format for our telephone numbers. This we're going to find in any screen. We have user guides up here. I did send you another writing guide. It's like just a little quick guide, but we do have a whole bunch of guides here. Let's see, quick reference guide, writing for the web. I believe it's in here. Okay, so yeah, if you have a DSN number, just follow this format exactly with spaces and parentheses, everything. So you have to dial 314. This is just in case somebody else came, or somebody from CONUS is looking at it, or somewhere else. They need to know this DSN code. And also, if you're going to write a commercial phone, write in the full +49 space parentheses 0. It has to be in this format. The big reason for that is this auto detect in our site. Like you can see, it creates a hyperlink, which makes it possible to dial from a phone or a cell phone or a smartphone, whatever. Also from your computer, if you just click on this, it'll probably open Skype. I think it did. Oh, well, in my case, it's a Mac, so it wants to make a phone call. But that's the reason it has to be in that format. So once again, just go into user guides, and it's called quick reference guide. And that's where you can find those formats. So just put like DSN : and then actually we write commercial. That's just our convention.
Okay.
So, and that's just kind of what we're going to do. Also, you may add photos. Just make sure they are not wider than 750 pixels, because if not, it will break the styling and the columns in our site. So if you don't know about formatting photos and you just have like a super large photo, I would contact the marketing office and have them cut it for you. I can also help you out. Just email it to me. What you don't want is like super large photo or a super bad quality photo either. So just bear in mind those two things. Okay. As for an office hours, we can either do this. What
Eric,
yes.
might want to have them show where they have to do the add image if we just talked about photos.
Oh yeah, okay, sorry. To add an image, it's fairly easy. We just this blue top bar right here will let us add an image. You can just click add image, and it'll take us to the file manager. This is like our file repository for the whole system. And here you can upload photos from your computer. If you go into like choose file right here, and then you can basically choose an image. Just going to do this for an example. Just bear in mind you want to keep the naming convention as well. If you have to put your garrison code name. This is for Wiesbaden, for example. WI. Can you guys see that right? Is it too small? Okay. So, for example, Wiesbaden, we want to do spaces as underscore or dashes. And then if you have a facility name, and then if you want the name of the image.
Welcome to the Your passcode has been confirmed. If you need technical assistance during your call, press *0. There are 10 parties in conference, including you.
Sorry, my phone got checked up. Where did you guys? Since where?
Hear you. Okay.
Since where did we lose?
You were about to do the upload of the photo and talk about how to name it.
Okay. Yes. All right. So if this is not too small for you guys, I'm just gonna zoom in a bit. All right.
Can't see a thing.
It's real small.
How about now? Is that?
Same
Can
thing.
see a green stripe.
Well, why don't we just upload the photo
Did you
and then we can.
did you guys full screen all your? Try and full screen all of your views,
Oh,
please.
yeah, it does make it better. If you go on the right-hand top there, on the DCO, it'll erase everybody's name, but you'll be able to see.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Just everyone, please full screen. If not, we're not going to be able to see it. Again, I did record this, so okay. So, can you see this now?
I can.
Okay.
Better.
All right. So we have the code name for our garrison. Wiesbaden is WI, for example, and then the name of the facility in your case probably would be like SLO, and then you want to put a very descriptive name after that. So let me find another example. Let me just upload this so you.
If you do a search under File Manager, I have all of ours have SLO at the beginning on the prototype, like that top one. I just put that one in.
Yeah, that's perfect. So.
SLO_logo. It's not that complicated. And then if it was just for Wiesbaden, for example, then you would have WI_SLO_logo.
Exactly.
You don't have your own SLO logo, but basically that should be. But if you can do a search under keywords and type in SLO, all the pictures that are on the SLO pages should pop up.
Yeah. So if you can just do a search here. Yeah.
Oh, and there's some that aren't. There's one that's not ours, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean it also.
Can we upload our own files?
Yeah.
So that would be on our computer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. If you have like a picture of an event or something that's on your computer, this is what you're going to go into File Manager. You'll choose your file there on the right-hand side where the cursor is right now. You have to name it, like he said, and then upload file, and it'll show up right there. Everybody who has access to will be able to see your picture. So.
Right. So.
Yeah, you can upload stuff. On your red box, any of your red boxes, you can put pictures in.
Okay, so once you upload it, it's gonna open this window with upload complete, and then you can also add more tags and description here to easier find your file. Although I do recommend just do it straight up on the title, and that way you'll never have problems finding your images. So. But I mean, you can also come in and edit the title here by clicking on this title link here and then saving it with this little notepad here. If you don't do the notepad thing here, it won't save whatever changes you made. So just bear in mind. And that's done. By default, it's going to put it on the top. But if we had made a search, you're not going to see that file because it's like filtering by that search. So just clear out your search, hit enter again, and then you should see your image all the way to the top. I mean, if you can't find it, just search it normally, by however you named it. Okay, so there's different things you can do. So here, what I'm doing is choosing an image to actually paste it into our content. So to do that, we want to do it directly on the thumbnail or the little image here, and then just click on it and then choose, and that will insert that image into our content. So let me recap.
Well, wait, and then if you hit save so that they can see that it shows up on the page.
Sure. Yeah, I'm just going to do it again because that kind of got a bit messy there. So wherever I want to put the photo, just put my cursor, click on Add Image. So I'm not going to do the upload again. So let's say I chose that file. And it's not on this checkbox. These checkboxes are actually to perform different actions with the photos. We want to do it directly on the image thing. So choose, and then it's there. Then let's click save, like Ruth said, and you'll see your block updated there. Okay. So I'm going to go in and delete that. And there's different things you can do. You can also insert files, and you can also insert links. So let's say we wanted to add in a brochure or something like that. Whatever you want to create into a link to a file, you just type that out. So in this case, I said brochure, and I want to add a file to it. So I go back to this blue bar here and then add file. And let's say it's this PDF I want to, or I uploaded a PDF and it's this one. Same thing, you don't want to click the checkbox, you want to click the image of that PDF and then just choose.
So we would upload that PDF file into what?
Into the file manager. So you can do it directly there as you're creating the download. Let's say,
Add file.
let me just do it again. Yeah. So I'll highlight that.
Do add file and then somehow go to my hard drive on my computer, or do I have to do some other upload action first?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that for you. So I selected, I highlighted that word I want to create into a link, right? And then I clicked add file, and then I want to go to choose file right here. There's a button that will open your computer browser Explorer, and then I'll just choose a PDF. I don't have a PDF here. It doesn't matter if it's whatever file it is. You can select it, click open, and then again upload file here.
Yeah, the PDF will show almost as an image, but the Word document can show as a link, and then you click on it and it'll upload it. Am I correct on that one? I think that's what I did.
Yeah, so the difference between the image and the files that you want to link it to a Word. So in this case, I wrote the word brochure and I highlighted it, and then I clicked add file, right? When you're doing an image, you don't have to type anything. You just put the cursor.
Wait, don't delete it.
Yeah.
Because they need, if you hit save now, save, and then so that they can see how on the site it shows up and can be uploaded. See brochure, click on brochure, and
yeah. So to test that, I would have to exit the edit mode.
Oh, well.
So this is really important, guys. Like when you're done doing anything, that saved the block, but it didn't save the page. So you have to be sure that you click submit to workflow.
Yeah, I learned that
and
lesson.
that's what's actually going to save. So once you're done doing any kind of edits on the page, just you don't have to go there. So let's check it out. And now you can see it's a link, and if I click on it, it will it will download that file. So that was the file I linked to it. It was just this image here. So I mean, you can link images, you can link PDFs, Word documents, Excel files.
Which will help with like registration packets and applications and things like that. You'll be able to upload that stuff and just people can just click.
The only limitation is that it's 2 megabyte maximum file size for that. Also, for your images, don't upload images that are greater than 80 or 100 kilobytes max. This just keeps our loading time much quicker, especially on smartphones where we sometimes have really bad or slow connections. So also we just want to do that to keep our system fast. So, but as for PDFs, since they're downloads and people are aware of that, okay, it can be a bit larger. So, but it has a limit size. If it's larger than 2 megabytes, it won't even let you upload it. Just FYI. Okay, so I've exited the edit mode, saved my page, and then just to see that, and then I want to go back and edit it again. So I'll just click on edit. And probably just going to delete that brochure thing. Any questions? Sorry? No? All right. So.
Alright, this is Joe from Stuttgart. I got a question on the contact regarding email.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some time ago, we were told that we have to use our generic email address. Is that still the requirement?
Correct. Yes, it's a violation of PII regulations that we add in personal emails. So we were told to add only generic emails if we were like directly on contact like that.
Okay, great, thanks.
But if they click on email and it takes it to an email to somebody, can they have a .mil with a name email on it?
Excuse me, can you repeat that?
Okay. Showing on the website,
yes.
You can't have somebody's name and email. But if you click on a link to email and it goes to the screen where the email is about to go out, then can the .mil email be on that?
No, it's the same thing.
Okay, double checking.
I will show you another way to add this bit of information. Like, I mean, this is totally fine if you want to do it in that way. But we, since basically what we're doing is adding what we call an hours of operation block, we do have another way of doing this part. I'm just going to show you how to do that. If you scroll all the way to the bottom of each page, this really long page, there will be a little bar called, all the way to the bottom of all blocks, it's going to say add to info. We're going to click on that. And we're going to click add block. And there's one called hours of operation. And here we can change the title. It's defaulted to say hours of operation, but I can say slow hours of operation or slow on-spot hours of operation, whatever you desire. Yeah, and then you can add the address there, and then you can just basically manually input all the hours. If you leave it on blank, it'll just say closed for that day. So if you leave Saturday and Sunday blank, it'll just say closed. And then you can also add, let me just like fill this in quickly so we see something.
The problem with the slow hours of operation is they're out of their offices a great deal of the time. And sometimes if you have families, they'll see hours of operation and they'll think that means you're sitting in your office waiting for them to come in and talk to you.
And that's fine. Like I said, this is just an option if you want to.
Can you use this box without actually doing the hours, or have just the hours but then have a caveat, kind of like is in the box right now?
Yeah, you could do that. All right. Let's just.
I just don't want them to be in a situation where they have to, folks popping in and assuming, well, these are your hours of operation. Why aren't you in there? Well, okay, because they're at it.
Right. Let me show you how we could do that. Let's just fill this in. Kind of. I'm just gonna copy this and put generic stuff. And whatever. Yeah, it's because I didn't have the whole link, so I was like, oh.
Yeah.
All right. So fill that out. As you can see, I didn't fill these, and that's why it says closed. You can have like special days, like holiday, but it's all the way to the bottom. That's not where I want it. I want it to be on the top. So I'm going to click on that block. I'm going to click move. And you're like, oh, what happened? There's nothing here. What happened is that it left all the space for our humongous page, and it contracted all the blocks so that we were able to move them. So you just have to scroll up until we see something, okay? And then we're going to drag that block that we click move on, and just, scroll all the way up. And I'm going to put it up here. We always want it to be on top of our content. And then it just snapped into place, and you saw it, everything expanded back. So in the case you wanted to use this block, that's how you would do it. And if that, like Ruth said, if it's not fitting because your hours are kind of funny and sometimes you're in and out, then we want to do it in the manual way, in this content block here. Now the advantage of this one, if we click edit, I think we can put in a personal email, because this email button here will send us to a form which will not give the customer the personal email. So let me exit submit to workflow to say what I did. And let's see what that does. So if I click email us here, it takes us to this form. It also has a CAPTCHA, this little security thing. And we'll never see the email of the person. So in the case you don't have a generic email and you can only do it to a personal one, I recommend this method. Although, the caveat is that the hours of operation have to be inserted. So now let's try to do what Ruth said, if you want to put some sort of thing below that. So all I would do is just add in a message on the content block below that hours of operation. And that way I can, so let's say, like you said, you want to add a special notification or caveat to that hours. I would just go into this block and then type it up here, hours may vary or something. Now, I don't know what you want to write, but you could do that, for example. That's what I would do, I know it's a bit of a workaround, but the problem with the hours operation block is that it has to all be inputted. So you can do this though. Oh, I'm sorry, I wanted to delete it. You can.
Maybe a silly question, but how intuitive is this? Because you're going over a variety of different things, and I know me, I won't remember a thing, and hopefully when we get there, it's kind of intuitive.
Yes. Yes, I am recording the session, so I will upload that on YouTube so that you can come back and see how to do that. Another thing, I'm here available most of the week, so you can call me at any time, and I can also walk you through.
Peter, once you do it a few times, it kind of clicks in. It took me a while too, because computers don't like me half the time either. So it once you get the routine, what I did was as I did stuff, I kind of gave myself cheat sheets. Step 1, this, step 2, and then I just kind of kept my cheat sheet as I went through. So
yeah.
And this is also offered again on Thursday. So if you want to practice it, and then if you're stuck with stuff, you could, come in on Thursday and throw out your questions then too.
Correct. The Thursday one is more like an event-focused training, but if it's, it depends. Like if I don't have anyone else, and it's just
So,
you
we're
guys.
going to have other people be getting it for the first time.
Oh yeah, you're right. You told me you have a different group. Okay, yeah, yeah, you can do that too. If you want to recap, we can
And
definitely.
Peter, also, I know for us, our local marketing folks who are kind of the local gurus about this, have said, give them a call as well.
That's true. Yeah.
I have a quick question, Eric, because I know a lot of our stuff doesn't go live until it gets approved by her here in OnSpock. Is that going to change with this, or?
No, that would be the same case. Even whatever you edited on this, you're gonna have to. They're gonna have to prove that version of. So let's say every time you create a change, and we went out here and edit and submit to workflow, it's gonna create a version. If you're not an approver like the marketing people are, it won't go live, but it will leave a notification on the top there for them to approve it. They won't get an email though because we haven't fixed that part of the system yet. So safest bet if you want to see it live, just give them a call or email them. Tell them, okay, I made some edits. The final, like, if you're gonna go in and out and be editing, don't call them until you did the final edit, and then just give them a call. All they have to do, they'll see a notification here. I don't see it because I'm an admin here, but then so they just click a green button there and it goes live. So.
And Eric, my understanding from Tiffany is that that should not be an issue. That they'll be working with us on that. That this is not going to be that they know that we're doing this.
Yes.
It's not going to be an issue. Okay.
Yes.
Ruth, it might help us to know who our approvers are.
Okay.
I mean, we can probably work on that locally.
Up here and see if I can get specific who specifically at each installation you need to contact.
Oh, okay, that's
Right. And stuff that's in the black box, that's region initiated.
We like that box.
Yeah. So, and then guys, if you see something that's in there that's like wrong or that it would be confusing at your installation, just please let me know because there's a forest of stuff in there and it's possible that I got something wrong. So please let me know, and I can update that pretty quickly from this end. And Eric.
yes.
Your indication to me on the red boxes was that I had authority to make changes at this end on the red boxes.
You do.
Okay, so I have authority to make those changes. I don't need to go through all the installation marketing from this end because I'm here, correct? I go through you.
That's correct because you, I believe you're an approver, so you don't have to.
I don't need to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
You could also, for example, you could also contact Ruth. Sorry?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So it's possible if there's something they need they need to make a change really quickly and they're not getting joy from local because they're backed up. They can call me and I can approve it, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, all you will have to do, Ruth, you go to that page when you're being logged in, of course. And like I said, you'll see a bar right here that prompts you to approve a version, and it'll have a big green button here. Sorry, I don't have an example there, but
I just wanted to clarify that because I know that was that sometimes is a source of grief because they got a lot of stuff going on in local marketing but yet we need to get stuff up quickly or change. We find something that's wrong and we want to change it right away.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to make sure that because that was my understanding that I would be able to do it. Okay.
Sure.
Cool.
And let's say there might be cases where they went in and out a lot of times, so they created a lot of versions, and you're gonna see a lot of these bars with version 1, 2, 3, and then all you just approve all of them.
Okay.
It's the best bet because that way you'll make sure you approve every change they made. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Any other doubts? Not really? Okay, so you can also delete blocks. Just I'm going to delete this one because we're not going to be using it.
Oh, you might want to show them how to get to the stack.
To the stacks? No, the stacks they won't be messing.
Oh, they don't. They're not. Okay, right to
Yeah.
that. Okay, never mind.
So yeah. So to recap, all you have to do is go into each of these red blocks and replace all the things that Ruth has indicated.
There's one thing, Eric, if you scroll down to deployment support, for some reason the stack under deployment support doesn't show in edit mode. It only shows if I click on it under stack.
Deployment.
Yeah, if you see, look, see where it says deployment support? The red box shows that what they are updating, but there's a big black box underneath there, and it only shows up when I go to stacks. It doesn't show up in edit mode. So that we can do that offline, but I just wanted to point that out.
Oh, I see what happened there.
Okay.
Yeah, I see what happened there. You see this was created a bit differently. The accordion should be on this page and not inside the stack. If that makes any sense.
We'll fix that. But
Yeah,
that's
we
not anything they have to edit anyway, so I just wanted to point that out.
yeah, you and I can fix that, and then
Okay.
yeah, and then they'll see the full content of that.
Roger that.
All right. So basically, that's what they'll be doing.
Hyperlinks, Eric. For example, for elementary, if you look at elementary, they're going to need to put hyperlinks to like school website, things like that. Might want to go over how to add in a hyper. I know some of you probably already know that, but just in case.
Okay. So let's say Ruth wants us to make a link to those websites, to the school website. I'm going to go into the edit mode. Wait till that loads, of course. And she already...
Yeah, those are hyperlinks to other schools just to show that, it links. But you can break that link. It doesn't matter. That's just...
Yeah. So let's go over how to make and unlink and things like that. So whatever I want as a link, again, same procedure. Highlight it in its entirety, because if you miss a little space, that might not work. So I'm going to highlight school website, and there's this little chain link icon. I'm going to click on that. And this is going to give us by default, it's empty, of course. And this is going to give us a field where I can type or just paste in whatever URL to whatever site we want. Basically, that's it. Just paste that in, update, and that will create a link for you. We can do it from scratch, like.
And if you got it wrong, then you can just go to the broken chain icon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and undo it, and then add a different one.
Correct. So as Ruth describes, if let's say we messed up, whatever, there's this little next to the chain link is unlink, and I'll just remove everything. So I can go back, highlight it, go in there, paste in my URL, and there, link. Pretty easy. You can also link. Let's say I want to link to a page in our site. Let's say you want to link to Parent Central. Instead of doing that normal link, you're going to do this one here, insert link to page. And that basically opens a sitemap, which I've already shown you. And you can link to whatever page. Let's find parent, say parent outreach, whatever. Click on that, and that created a link to parent and outreach.
And there's a few of those I have to add in onto the black box.
So
that way you can refer them to other things in the site.
Yeah. Yeah, we want to do it like that, not with the normal links. Just FYI. Because that way it's dynamic, and if by some reason we change something in the site, it will always link to that.
The new.
Yeah. Okay. So I was going to say that. So that's how to create links. I think that's about it, Ruth. What do you think?
Does anybody have any questions, alibis, concerns?
Jennifer, the only concern that I have, and maybe we can kind of talk about this offline, is that some of this stuff does not pertain to me. And I may have to like edit some of. I'm hoping that some like the black boxes of things I can take out or saying, because of Garrison size, we don't have it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so yeah, let's talk offline on that, and then maybe we can make your installation accordions, remove black boxes, and just have like a red box that's specific. I think we can we do that, Eric?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes,
Okay,
you can.
Jennifer and I will talk offline for yours.
Yeah, you will have to remove them though. The black boxes. You'll have to go into, say, whatever vSpot, and okay, they don't have this at all. Just go in and delete it. Yeah.
Okay, but it will remain constant for the other one, correct?
It will remain for the other one. Right.
Ruth, I have a question, and that's reference to the red boxes. Are the red boxes a template of material that we have to fill, or more of an idea of things that you thought we might want to consider covering?
Well, yeah, what we want to, I want you to consider all of it. Most of it's pretty pertinent information that families will want. Obviously, if it's not applicable to your location, then that would be something that you're not going to put in there. Is there something specific that is on the template that you
No, I haven't. I did see something on like SAT and ACT tests, and I'm not sure whether that's red box or black box.
Yeah, I think I have the link to the test, but then there's also a red box where you can add, because sometimes there might be specific information for local, that the testing isn't at the school, it's at the, or whatever. So whatever information you need to put in there for folks in your area to take the SAT, access it, know when it is, that's where you're going to put there. So,
Okay, well, we'll learn en route as always.
Yeah, I mean, this is not hard and fast. I mean, I'm not like gonna come down and go, oh, you don't have this on there. As we go through, we'll discover, hey, we really don't need that information, or we need to enrich that information. It's kind of a discovery process, which is why we need input from all of you on what's working, what doesn't work. A lot of the stuff I put in there based on questions and concerns that I experienced parents had as they come in, what they wanted to know. And I'm sure you guys have stuff that parents have come to you with that you think needs to be on there, and please let us know. And if it's something that everybody needs, then we can get it in a black box. So
Right.
this is a living document, and that was the whole point of us being able to edit it by having to go through a million hoops to get stuff changed. So this is something that we own as a group, and I think it'll be a good thing once we're live. We are hoping to roll this out in April. There still will be adjustments after April. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be a lot richer in information for our spring our families that are coming in for spring PTS season than they've had before. So.
Is there any sort of click counter in any of these mechanisms so that we know how many people are using it?
We do have Google Analytics for the whole entire website, so we can specifically track your pages and see how many.
So we could compare access to the school liaison site prior and post and monthly and all that good stuff.
Definitely, yes.
Fantastic.
That will be very interesting to see whether our customers are accessing it and what they are accessing it when they go there.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I think Ruth's approach is way better than what we had before, and like she said, I think until it's not going to go live, guys, until everyone's happy. So I think that's the better approach, and also the breakdown, because before we didn't have it broken down, and so now it can be all segmented and really apply to your local needs, right? So okay, I think that's it for this portion.
And so now they're just going to get their accounts, and then they can maybe get on and start doing their thing.
Right.
That's cute.
So we're gonna just write this email down. It's mwreurope@gmail.com, and please add that into your
Favorite.
save senders list in Outlook, or just in case you don't get my password reset email. It could go into your spam folder. Sometimes it does that. So, and if it didn't, just add that into your save senders, and you'll be good. So you'll be getting that. Just bear with me.
Your email address?
Excuse me?
Is that your email address?
That's our system's email address, which will.
Okay.
Yeah, Eric's copied on the emails that you got if you're looking for Eric's email.
Okay.
Yes, and just email me with any questions. Call me. Today I will only be in here shortly because I have to go out and do a lot of stuff and catching up. But I'll be in all the rest of the week. I'll be in Wednesday, and obviously on Thursday I'm going to give another class for the other remaining people.
You might get a few calls probably within the hour as they're just setting up, just so you know. Because
Yeah.
I know when I started, it was like, wait, what did you just say?
Right.
Yeah. Maybe for an hour, and then after that, and they can also go in again on Thursday if they need a quick refresher on it as well.
Right.
So.
I will record this. Like I said, I'm gonna edit all this stuff out, so it's just like the meat of it. So just.
Okay, and you're going to send each of them a link to their page that they are going to update, or are they can get it on the sitemap at this point?
Yes, at that point, that's precisely why I showed them how to get to it from the sitemap, and then just remember, it's the SLO without the parentheses, all the way at the bottom of programs.
Under their installation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we hadn't talked about that before. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, that's the better way.
And for them to get their account.
Yeah, so I'll just have to give me some time, and I'll do it right now.
Okay, so within a half hour or so, everybody will have their account, and they can put in their passwords and start working?
Yep.
Fantastic.
Okay. So just remember not to mess with the other SLO page, and that's it. Not the one with parentheses.
That's the prototype one. That's not.
Okay. Sounds good, guys. Well, thank you very much.
Okay. Everybody good? Yep. All right. So you should be getting an email here in a little bit, and everything that's on the prototype page will be on your page, and you can just go in and start making your changes and adding your stuff. So it takes a while, but once you get the hang of it, it goes pretty quickly. So, alrighty. Well, see, look, that ended faster than we thought.
Yeah. Okay then.
Thanks so much, Eric. I really appreciate it. I know you're totally wiped out from jet lag. Appreciate you following through with us. So.
Yeah, no problem. Well, just give me a call if you need it. All right?
All right.
All right. Have a great day.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.